go. All right. We are back at the BMAs networking night, and I'm joined by the lovely Jessie Dipper. How are we doing tonight?
I'm doing very well, thank you, Stas.
Clearly, we've got a history. We've got a history. You're a previous student, but you've ventured away from the home stand, let's say. What have you been doing? What's been going on with you?
That's the main. Oh, hello. It's so cool. I don't know quite where I've been. I've kind of been based all over the place. As soon as I left Birmingham, I went to London and was based there for about 9 months. And then after that, I was freelancing around London, doing a lot of really cool gigs. I did a lot of Lord's Cricket Ground things, and then strange venues like that. Got involved with meeting new people, and then started recording an album in October. And I've just finished it last Tuesday. And throughout that process, I was on tour in Melbourne and Auckland and Dubai and a few other places. So I've tried to keep myself fairly busy.
You're fairly busy.
Fairly busy. But now I'm back here, kind of for a few weeks. So that's good. Yeah.
So Birmingham, why Birmingham? Why is Birmingham the home base? What's going on there?
It's all about you, Stas. It's all about ACM and Stas.
There we go.
Yeah. So it's a great hub. It's a great place to be. London is an incredible place, but you are very much a tiny fish in a massive ocean. And actually, to have your artistry and the thing that really makes you come alive is very difficult to hone that in such a big place. And Birmingham really set that alive for me. So I feel like to come back here and grow greater roots geographically in a place, which would be really handy for me. And then to go off and then come back as a base is really something I need to work on. So I'm trying to work on that at the moment. Yeah.
Well, it's not a bad thing then. So, obviously you've been traveling around a lot. What have been the, let's say, top 3 highlights of your travels?
Okay. So I have a few very strange stories. I know.
I'm scared.
How long have we got? So there was one gig, and it was great. So I booked a load of gigs to be in Melbourne. I think I did around 10 over a period of about 2 weeks in one city, roughly. And there was this one gig I booked, and I rocked up, and 3 hours beforehand, because we were told, and no one was there except the barman. So he was like, "I'll just come back in an hour." So I did, and still no one was there. And so I ended up sitting on a table with my acoustic guitar, having a rucksack full of pedals to plug into a PA that was not existent. And then I sat there for about an hour, and I drew a crowd in. Little did I know, this crowd that was slowly forming was as enjoyable as it was for them, a group of heroin addicts. And so they were sitting there drawing these massive fish on their pieces of paper, and I thought it was like drawings of me, artists in Melbourne. It was beautiful, but no, they were all kind of slightly deprived of the necessities of life and listening to my music that I really, put my heart and soul into, and they were there. So that was a new fan base. So that was good.
It's a niche market.
Yeah. I had another one where I did a gig in a really crazy place. It was a great crowd and stuff like that, but the people who came to see me missed my set. So we went back to this stranger's house, and I ended up doing a living room gig with them. And then we had Thai, and then I stayed over, and then I did another gig the following night in the same city. So that was quite cool.
That's a pretty sweet deal.
It was, yeah, paid in food, right? That's all you need.
I mean, starting off, that's kind of what it's about, isn't it?
Yeah, and your flights.
Yeah, that as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're talking about your album. Tell us a bit more about it, or is it hush hush?
No, I can tell you actually. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
So it's called Audience.
Oh, an exclusive, people.
It's got 13 tracks. I know. It's quite a lot. Well, it's been an adventure, as life is. It's called Audience of One. 3 tracks that were recorded in different places, and then the other 10 were recorded roundabout with my producer. One was in Brum with Song Lab, Johnny Amos.
He's here somewhere.
He's a legend. Yeah. It's a really cool track because he's such a great pop producer. It's got like beatboxing and some really quirky things going on. Another one was in Southampton with River Studios because I did Open Mic UK and that was the award for that. And then the other one was, I don't actually remember where that one was. Somewhere in the UK. I ended up, maybe it was Missing You. So it was a song I'd recorded previously at ACM.
Yeah.
We did it live and stuff, and it was fun. But I listened back to it today, and my voice was so much younger. It was crazy. And I remember the high notes in this song I just could not reach. And now it's amazing how your voice develops over a short period of time. I recorded that in London with a different producer, Charthouse Records, and the rest they were recorded in Watford. And so the theme of this is taking you on a journey. So I really wanted to take an album as an opportunity to really show where you can come from and to. So it begins with like a lot of hype, a lot of enthusiasm, which is often where I walk into a room. That's quite a lot of what I want to convey. And then it takes you into a story of loss and lament, which is a lovely word, and it's basically where you have a real story of your rubbish times, and then you end up rejoicing. And so I had a lot of kind of grievances that have gone over the past 2 years-ish, and so I wrote from that place, which is really interesting. And then it turns over a new leaf kind of thing. So you've got a bit of a soundscape going on to kind of reconnect you to what the meaning is, and then you finish with a massive, like a guitar shred song. It's got distortion on the vocals. It's just really exciting, with drummer as well. I got a drummer.
You got a drummer?
Yeah, not as good as you.
Oh, hey, right, no, stop it. So, you've told us all about the album. When's it coming out?
May 25th.
Oh, a definite date. Love it. Well, clearly we've been talking for a little while, but where are these people going to find you? Where are they going to find you on the socials?
That's a good point. So you can find me at Jessie Dipper Music on Facebook. You can also find me Jess Dipper Music on Instagram and Twitter. I have a website, jessiedipper.co.uk. So just Jessie Dipper is the general name. Look me up on YouTube. I've got some really cool music videos coming out before the album release. Still working on what the single should be, but we've got the song sorted, so it's all about telling people now. So find me. I dare you.
Well, thank you very much for joining me. Lovely to catch up, because it's been a while. And hope you enjoy the rest of your night. Lovely.
Thank you very much, Steph.
Wonderful. There we are. We'll catch you in a little bit. I'm pretty sure Matt will join you with somebody very local. All right. In a bit.